and I'm sure you know the drill. But just to let you know, there's going to be guidance. But all of the guidance is just an invitation. What I'm going to encourage you to do is throughout tonight's journey, stay with your own experience. Really just keep attention returning to how you feel on the inside. Not naming how you feel, but being present with it. Allowing everything that wants to move, that wants to be seen, that wants to be felt, that wants to be thought even. Allowing everything to arise as though it's not a story, it doesn't have a meaning, but maybe it's just a vibration, just a sensation, just a thought moving in the field of you right now. And in this allowing space, we're going to open to coming into a deeper alignment with the truth of who we are, whatever that means, in all its vast incomprehensibility. Opening to receive whatever's for us in the moment. Letting go of knowing what that is. And sure, we can make a request if we want. Now is a lovely time to throw our hands up and say, I would love help with this. Or we can just say yes to receiving the gifts that are for us in the moment, trusting that they're known. What's for us is known. What we're calling in is known in our innate intelligence, in our connected heart. So I invite you now to say yes to what's coming in. Maybe even give a silent thank you to love itself, to the infinite, to God, Goddess, all that is, to your guides, and to all the consciousnesses, the benevolent beings of unconditional love here supporting each of us tonight. Just say yes and thank you. I open, I receive, I am really grateful. But I don't even need to know what I need. I say yes. And with that, I'm going to invite you to bring your attention now inwards. As though you're facing inwards and dropping the seat of seeing into the heart and center now. Into that still place. This sacred space. While we rest here, allowing waves of resonance to travel through us. Opening to the gifts that come from within. That move through us, all through us, effortlessly now. Emanating out from our heart and center into the body and the body field of consciousness, the body's own field of awareness. And I urge you now to think, well, what gifts could really support me right now? My body, in its own field of awareness? What would I call in consciously to support me now? Now we've consciously called in for some help, not just with the body and the body's field of awareness, but with what's going on in our lives, physically now, practically. Let's extend that. Let's extend awareness into our physical realities and consciously call for some support right now with something that's in focus for us now. I know you want to help other people, but just first aid. Look after yourself first and then ask for help for others. And now perhaps we might want to ask for help for others. Again, we're really focused on the physical, the practical, and the worldly. So just give yourself a moment maybe to see who swims into your attention right now. Don't use the mind. Let awareness bring in the person who could really benefit from your good intention and call for help on their behalf right now. Mm. And then just let go. We're very much calling for help, letting go of being the ones to make it happen. And coming back to center, to notice how we physically feel now in the heart and center of the chest. And when we're here, we can say, I call for the help and support that I don't know that I need. And say yes to the help and support continuing beyond this session into the night, And you might want to say yes to that help and support continuing tomorrow and the next day and going forward. Each of us feel like we're stepping out on an important path right now, or an important part of our path right now. That there's a lot of forward momentum, a lot of forward energy, and the necessity of balance, of staying centered, rooted, grounded, and consciously making time and space every day to connect with beingness, to drop in and either rest or to empty out. And in those moments, to be connected to the very essence of who we are, knowing full well that it is in those moments that everything we do, all of our doingness, it is aligned. It is aligned with our soul path, our higher truth, our heart's calling, and our human intentions and desires. So let's all make a decision now, if this feels right to you, to invite beingness, to give beingness time and space every day, especially at this moment, this new life and high energy moment, hyperdrive, lots of focus, lots of support to go into action now, to expand what we're doing in the world now. Sometimes being in beingness can take us a moment to stop in the street and feel our breath in our bodies, to let the shoulders drop, to have a moment outside space and time with the mantra, in this moment, for a moment, I have done enough. And opening to notice how the body feels when we do that in the middle of the street. No one has to know. In this moment, for a moment, I have done enough. Okay. Let's all say it one more time, silently inside, and just let whatever wants to move, move. So our doingness is very much that inner masculine, our drive. And we can just drop it into alignment with, in this moment, for a moment, I have done enough. But because we're here and now, we can listen a bit more deeply now. Whatever moves in the heart right now. When we say those words. loving that part of us that always vibrates with, but I haven't done enough. I've never done enough. What I do will never be enough. It's there in there somewhere. Let's bring real loving compassion, however tiny it is, to that part that vibrates with, I haven't done enough. Just let it be here now. Breathing. And if we want, we can sink attention from the heart all the way into the lower belly now. As though we're dropping deep to the ocean floor. Like a pebble softly hitting the sand there. Coming to rest. In this moment, for this moment, I am enough. And again, in this moment, for this moment, I am enough. All those parts that don't feel like that vibrate with some other idea. Let's invite them to drop down like pebbles to the ocean floor now. Come to rest. Last time, in this moment, for this moment, I am enough. In that spaciousness, when nothing is needed of us right now. We can let everything go that we're holding on to in this now moment. Let it all go. What's for us always comes back with the next breath. Let attention shift to the soles of the feet, just opening to notice sensation as vibration there, whatever is there or whatever isn't there. Opening to notice now. Root of the spine, soles of the feet. And dropping a cord down now from the root, if we like, all the way to the center of the earth, almost incomprehensible distance. Dropping down now into the heart of Gaia. Whatever else is moving on her surface, always. We are grounded and held. And just as we ground down, that love from her, it travels back up, and we receive this in every moment, charging us, fueling us, nourishing and resourcing us with earthly resources, practical support. The codings and encodements for whatever we receive aren't outside of us, they are within us. Making this connection and remembering always there is infinite, unconditional, practical, earthly support for our co-creating within the planet now, whatever it is we choose to do. Always. We are resource. I feel like there's words from Gaia that are coming as we connect to her. Beloveds, you are put here for creating. It is not what you create. It is that you create. That is such a large part of your purpose here now. It is not how you grow. It is that you grow. And at springtime, you are charged to expand in your growing, to take on new shapes, to bring in new forms, to surprise yourself by what you are about to become, which cannot be anything you have seen within yourselves before or up until this point. Allow, beloveds, the surprise that is waiting for you, for it is good. It is what you have asked for and do not know that you have asked for. When a plant puts out more leaves, those leaves take a new shape. How those leaves are arranged takes on a new shape. Blooms come forth that did not exist a minute ago. Complex, beautiful, colorful, multi-layered blooms occur that transform the plant in its totality. And more More than that, transform how that plant is seen in the world, is seen by other plants, is seen by other eyes. How many times have you happened upon a plant in a garden that has suddenly put out a flower and you are awed in surprise? You are that plant putting out those flowers right now, beloveds, and you are already aligned. You are already making the choices that are aligned to fulfill your own highest preferences for what you want to see more. And you do not need to suddenly scrabble to correct yourself and worry about are you creating the right thing? You are on the tracks, you are moving forward, you are accelerating. Now is the expansion. There is an isness to this. The force behind expansion in you now is far greater than the constriction of your own doubts or your limiting beliefs or your ideas about your old identity. Let all ideas about your old identity fall away from you now. As so much dust on the wind. What was a bud a moment ago will be a flower tomorrow. It simply is. Nature is here to show you at this time of year the isness of your own growth and expansion. Let go of these ideas of bracing or trying or forcing, of fears that you might miss out on what's for you. You cannot, you will not. You stand firmly rooted in the truth of who you are, each of you. And you have done the work that puts you here. You can have even more certainty than many that the flowers you put forth in the world at this time will bring you great happiness and contentment, will bring you more of what you want to see. You are on the right path. Thank you. Thank you for hearing me. It is a pleasure and delight to speak in these occasions with my children. Thank you. And know, beloveds, your flowers are seen, not just by each other, but by all of life, by me, by God, Goddess, all that is. Your flowers, each, are known, beloved, and seen, and celebrated. And so this is the frequency we invite you into. Why not celebrate your outputtings, outpourings, expressions and manifestations yourselves? Celebrate what you are putting into the world right now, beloveds, for it will become more as you do. Thank you. And really, they are just showing me almost like rings and rings of guides who are just celebrating us, who are just showing up to bring that frequency for us now. So often celebration feels ungrounded. No, it's like a yes, and we lift off our feet. But this is different. So to close for today, you're invited to return attention to the heart and center. Just open to whatever is moving there. Notice the physical sensations. And open with intention, conscious intention, to the frequency of celebration now. No trying, just inviting. Allow whatever comes, no judgment. Just breathe with attention in the heart now. Beautiful. Just know when you invite celebration, celebration comes. Other feelings might come too, so make everything welcome. But keep inviting celebration to be alive here in the heart for these moments now. Celebration that you are. Celebration that expansion is. Celebration and a yes. Yes to life force now. New growth. New beginnings. Ones we can't even see from here. So I'm being shown each of us with a root that goes all the way into the earth and a flower at the base of our spine. So it's like our root chakras are flowering. And it feels very much like the gift of this gateway is the gift that comes from Gaia of stabilizing us, resourcing us, nourishing us. To help us have that security during a time of quick expansion and growth. Wow, okay, so that's it. It really is a short and sweet meditation today. John, this is your first one, and normally they are up to an hour, but a much more of a meditation journey. But it's like, I don't know what's going on at the moment, but it almost felt like everyone wanted to come in and give us something, like we were just receiving today. So, yeah. That seems to be it for now. So I'm going to invite us all to come back. Keep your eyes closed if you like, but come back to the room. Have a sense of the weight on the seat that we're sitting in. The sensation in the center of the chest. The flow of the breath. And the room around us. And if you like, you can just keep your eyes a little, you can keep your eyes tilted downwards. Keep attention focused on how you feel inside as you open your eyes and take in your room, your environment again. So you're bringing this with you. Mm. And if you want, you can make an intention give an instruction to your innate intelligence and say, take a sensory snapshot of this, how I feel inside right now, this space I'm in. Make a record of this. So it's easier for me to come back to a connected state throughout my day. So just make that intention, let go, relax, and welcome back to the room as and when you're ready.